Sound muted. Microphone muted.
And welcome back to another day out of D&D. Tonight, we're going back into Cherek. Fight off, whatever the DM throws at us. So sit back and enjoy the show, ladies and gentlemen.
Sound resumed. Microphone activated.
Alright.
So, last time we played, you guys are in the capital city. You're still in the capital city. Would you like to finish getting any supplies that you didn't get before? If all you're doing is buying potions and things like that, you can just purchase them and have them in your inventory.
I'm good.
Did did Creve get stuff that he wanted?
Yep, well, I don't know if he did, but needs to... Did you get everything you needed?
Why is it not? I got the axe and I got some healing potions. Yes, I'm good.
Alright.
Get armor? Yeah, it says you have
Yes.
armor, so...
I switched to scale now.
Okay. By the blessed power of his god, you see Creve walking toward you, and something strange about him. He appears to no longer be just a
Carl scratches his beard a little bit, trying to find out what has changed about Creve.
Balgor's still strutting around town, flexing on his armor.
From the the party inventory, so the stuff that just generally comes along with you guys, the baggage. You kind of feel this. All three of you kind of feel this draw to gather around your stuff, and it's kind of you can hear this faint pulsing. You've heard this pulsing before, so you might know what it is. But, as you're digging through, so what are you gonna do?
Like pulsing.
I'm gonna go. Yeah, let's go to it.
Yeah.
All right, so you're digging through the baggage, trying to find it. In Key's baggage, you find a pearl, which you recognize.
Pearl that Wizard gave us.
And it is pulsing, and as soon as you touch it, you all of you together as a party, not just the person who touches it, but you hear the wizard speaking, and he says, "I have a mission for you, if you're willing to accept."
Depends on the mission, wizard.
Now you have my ears.
Okay, let's see. There is potential for great disaster in the north. The ice giants and their ilk have discovered something, and I need you to go and investigate and possibly put a stop to it if you can.
How far north do you mean, Wizard? Oh,
If you're worried about
Element?
travel time, never fear.
Kal-El kind of has a puzzled look on his face, like, okay.
Well, it beats sitting around in this town, and I'd like to stretch this new armor out on some worthy foes. I say we take up the offer, so long as you plan to pay well, wizard. I don't do things for...
The Wizards Guild always pays debts.
Oh, I intend to ensure that you do.
Not like those Lannisters, though.
Stretch your armor. Don't you mean get it dented a few times?
That is the only way to prove that it's worth being on my hide.
And when I say dented, I mean punctured and torn and rent from your body, most likely.
Why are you
Remember-
always a downer on my parade?
Well, remember, we're going after ice giants. I am pretty sure one could probably step on you and not feel a thing.
Carlisle
You're not wrong.
takes his cover off his shoulder and starts counting his arrows to make sure he doesn't need to buy more.
The wizard, Gregor Airmon says, "I'll take that as a yes. Throw the pearl into the air and stand back."
Algor takes the pearl, gives the other two a look, and tosses it up in the air.
As you throw it into the air, the pearl enlarges into a man-sized portal, and Gregor Airmon floats through and comes and down to the ground. The portal shrinks back to its original size and floats down to his hand, and he hands it back to Tristan and says, "You better put this back in Pinky's stuff."
Carlisle looks at the pearl and like, it might be, and basically shoves it back into the Pinky's luggage.
He motions for you to follow. You guys remember the capital city at the portal where you appeared in the main courtyard. He motions you to follow him to that portal, and he begins some incantations. He says this will only take a moment. He begins some incantations, and again, any last minute things that you need from the city.
Not that I know of.
In a few short moments, the portal stones change to a very odd configuration. You've not seen this before, although you haven't seen many portal stones either. But and a very wintry, icy blast comes blowing through the portal in your general direction, and you can see through it high mountains and snow-capped high mountains, and it looks very, very cold.
Carlisle looks at everyone like, snow-capped mountains. Never been there before. Films his
Nothing
cloak.
ventured, nothing gained. I'd gone ahead and make sure my armor's tightened up and walk on through.
Hope we don't get frostbite, but hey, let's go have some fun.
It's interesting. Lizard and snow. Or dragonborn and snow. Doesn't seem, unless you're ice dragons.
Exactly, that's why we don't get frostbite. Knowing our luck, possible to happen.
Carlisle's more likely to get frostbite.
As you go through, it doesn't appear that Gregor is following you. And the portal is still open now, and like I said, any last things you'd like to grab? I'll take that as a no. So the three of you step through onto this icy shelf, and it is bitterly cold, and the portal closes behind you. You do notice nearby there is a portal stone. You will be able to teleport back if you so chose. He didn't just strand you here.
Mm-hmm. I figured as
Better not have, otherwise we're gonna go hunting down wizards.
The moment I gotta find these. Around the area, you see. Let me mask the map.
So we are on a new map now?
Yeah, and I'll save it. Share it in just a second.
Alright.
And it's huge, so you're going to have to size it, I'm sure, and it'll probably take a bit for it to... Squares are 5-foot squares. Let me know when it's loaded for you guys.
Still loading it.
There it is.
I got part of it loaded, not all.
Mm-hmm. I think a bunch of it is also masked still. Damn, some big squares.
Yeah, you'll have
Close
to
it real
zoom
quick
in.
and open it back up, see if it'll.
You'll have to zoom it out. It's just the size it is. I didn't get a chance to resize it, so.
Mm-hmm.
There's some maps button. What's the name of this map again?
Icebound Briss. And I'm putting together the counters, so. Alright, I'm alright that it's not loaded yet, because I'm not quite ready, so.
Oh, okay. Because I was wondering, like, I only see
No,
like probably where we walked in at.
You're fine. If it's a minute, don't worry about it. I'm throwing together the groups. I guess I lied. You don't see a gateway back. At least not yet.
Okay.
I guess I'm gonna see what.
So for all... Go ahead.
Guess I'm gonna see what this new armor can do. See if it can keep me warm. Ooh, does anyone have a deck of cards?
Did it load yet, Warlord?
No, I still only see like part of the map. I don't even
But
see our
you're
characters on it.
go all the way to the bottom. You're only gonna see the bottom. I've only uncovered the very, very bottom.
Okay, yeah, I see that part. I just
Okay,
don't see our
then
characters on it.
then it is loaded. It's got the mask on it. So,
Oh, okay, cool. Just making sure.
and I gotta put you guys on.
There's Griv.
Alright, while we get that handled, I'll be right back. Gonna go grab a drink.
Alright.
Uh huh.
Trying to figure out how to edit an individual enemy. Good, good, good. Maybe not good for you, but good.
We'll see how this goes.
And see if we need to go through the portal or not.
Yeah, see if you need to retreat.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, I'm back.
Come back.
Alrighty, so you find yourselves at the edge behind a snowbank here. This is kind of where you dropped out. You can't see much more than what you see right now. What you do know is looking back south, all you see is wilderness. There's not a path to get here. You are literally just on the side of a mountain somewhere, and this strange stonework floor, this is here. So obviously, at some point in time, there was something here, but it doesn't look like anyone's been here for a very long time. There have been recent disturbances in the snow, though. So it's not that somebody hasn't been here. I mean, it hasn't been inhabited for a long time, but somebody has been here recently.
Can I do an investigate to see if I can recognize what type of footprints they are?
You sure can. You see lots of They are non-human footprints. You're not sure what kind of creature might have made these footprints, but there are a lot of non-human footprints. Every once in a while, anybody else want to roll a
Investigation or perception?
perception would work, investigation, either way. Whichever one you have that's higher.
Wow. That looks bad.
I'll try investigation. Whoa, whoops.
Slightly better. You notice, you think, not exactly sure, but you think every once in a while, so there's lots of whatever small, relatively small creatures, humanoid-sized creatures, made these footprints. You can't make out what that kind of creature would be, but every once in a while you think you see the faint footprint of a very, very, very large man, like huge man.
Well, I'm sorry. That would be Crib's knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't know what these small ones are, but looks like we might have some giants in the area. Or something of the sort.
Oh, we did come here to investigate giants.
Mm-hmm.
I just hope they're, well, not hungry.
On you?
I
They-
doubt.
they'd
Well,
probably
if we're
save
dealing
you
with
for
ice
last.
giants, I don't believe they eat people. Never fought them in the wars, but I don't believe they eat people.
I've never encountered them in my patrols around
They might be
Cherek,
hungry
so.
for some lizard.
Well, good thing that none of us is a lizard.
You and I look enough like one to them, probably.
I think I look a little dead for their taste.
Nah, all that just adds a satisfying crunch.
Well, we have one of two choices. To the left or to the right. Which way do the tracks go, by the way? Or do we not know that?
The
They
little
just look
ones-
like ever.
The little ones are kind of scattered all around. The smaller ones are scattered all around. The big ones seem to go off left.
No. But they lead up to the
Well.
left, so guess that's the way we're gonna have to go.
Alright. Off we go then.
Want me to take point, Belgor?
Well, just in case we encounter any giants, I think I should be the first one to take the punch.
Alright.
And Balgor trounces off towards the left.
Carol, making sure he doesn't make much of a crunch in the snow. He's behind him.
And I'm go up behind him, watching the rear, making sure nothing sneaks up on us.
The smaller footprints, just like I said, they're all over the place. They just scatter around.
Like mass panic. Scattered.
You're not sure.
Alright.
As you come around the corner, the stonework here is exceptional. Even though, like I said, it's clear that no one has inhabited this place for a long time, the stonework is exceptional. So this is definitely a interesting find.
Can we tell if this is like ancient working or is it recent type builds? Have just been abandoned.
This is definitely ancient.
Can I roll history to see if I recall anything from history lessons I've learned as a child?
You could try. That's a good roll. um, you don't remember anything in your history lessons, but you kind of remember something from childhood stories, fairy tales. Um, this looks like something that it looks like fiction, it doesn't it's
It shouldn't exist.
not necessarily that it shouldn't exist. It most definitely exists, and you're definitely here. You can see like when you look back over your shoulder, you can see down into the land of Cherek, and you can see the Bay of Cherek, and the you can see you're in Cherek. You're not in some extra inner place, but you remember from childhood stories that there were uh, tales of these powerful mages who live up in the mountains that um, they kept the snow giants from at bay. But like I said, it sounds like something of myth and legend. Like it sounded like something that your parents would have told you to
Keep
uh,
me inside
make
at
you
night.
make you scared of the snow giants, but also not as scared of the snow giants because they're at bay. So
Mm-hmm. I pretty much tell everyone that this is possibly a place where ancient wizards of past. This is only stories I've heard, but this might be a place where ancient wizards of the past might have basically lived and warded off snow giants. And I tell that to the party.
Well, there's one thing I do know about a wizard's tower, or at least former housings of wizards. Usually have nice stuff. They usually like to tinker around with spells and other such things. Holy arts, in my opinion. But it's at least worth an investigation. Maybe it would give us some tie to maybe why the giants are disrupting here. Do you remember any history between the wizards and the giants at any time?
As I said, this is only stories I've heard. This is not history that I've read. I'd grown up as a young ranger. So,
Well,
they're essentially fairy tales.
mhm.
well, worth an investigation. Keep on your eyes, boys. Might be trouble afoot.
As you say that, you hear some kind of jabbering and giggling coming from the rounded structure ahead of you. You want to roll a perception check?
Sure.
I hear deadly squat.
You hear it. This is just whether or not you see it.
Seems like Belgor has the highest out of all of us.
Balgor notices something. You catch sight of something. You're not sure what it is. And jabbering, let's see. Would any of you know? Information on your Sonic. Fish. It doesn't. It's definitely not common that you hear. Two of you know Elvish. It's not Elvish, but
Somewhere?
Sounds kind of similar. It's a heavier. It's some kind of a heavier dialect of Elvish.
Well, I pull everyone to the side of the bank. Like,
And you think you saw something, and it was impish and blue.
I give him a couple of call signs saying, like, I see things moving in the temple, weapons out.
Carlisle notices the motion to weapons, and Carlisle draws a arrow of returning and knocks it.
And I'm gonna try something really dumb here. I'm gonna try and I like sneak my way along the side of this bank a little bit.
Roll a stealth check.
Oh, he's so bad.
Yeah.
As you move, a really strong gust of wind comes up, and the howling is just merciless. And so you manage to move along the edge, and it hides the sound of your tromping, in spite of your, in spite of the loudness.
You hear more howling than anything else.
I whispered to Carlisle, he was lucky that popped up when it did.
Yeah. Yeah, I think if I should have went first.
The wind is still blowing.
Oh lord. Might turn to stealth.
Ooh.
As Creve tries to move up, the wind just dead stops. It is dead silent. You could hear a pin drop out here. And you hear the chittering and clattering of his scaled mail armor all the way along the line. It is not quiet at all.
We hear.
Falcor just kind of cringes every sound, just like, oh, okay.
Carlisle kind of plugs his ears. And Falgor looks, probably is looking over like at Carlisle, just covering his ears, like, no.
As I reached them, I said, oh, damn it. As I reach them, I look at Balgor balefully, like, why did you have to use up all the luck we had in one go?
I just point to the skulls strapped across my armor. And just kind of give him a shrug.
I look at him and say, I can bless those at any time. Try me.
Carlisle almost something Elvish.
Well, now you have to actually put it into chat because my character knows Elvish.
Roll initiative.
Yay!
Been so long since I've done this. Where is the initiative? Wait. Yes.
Should be on your main page.
Because of the unstealthiness of your approach, um, one of them is going to go first.
Okay.
Yeah.
There is what the heck is have an effect? Oh, okay, never mind. You notice ice shard that's hanging off of this circular structure shimmer, and you realize it's not actually an ice shard. That was the wrong one, but okay. You realize it's not an ice shard. It's actually a little winged impish thing. And if you can read, you know it's an ice method.
Good boy.
Balgor's eyes just light up. New skull.
We need to crush that skull.
Don't get in between me and my skulls.
A target.
And knock it off with that moon speak. Pretty words and funny accents.
So you see this ice shard, and you realize it's not an ice shard, and its wings unfurl, and it flits down in range of you guys, all three of you, and it gets very cold, very quick. A cone of frost comes blasting out of its wings, and Carlisle manages to dodge. He dodges behind Balgor with his dexterity save, and still takes a little bit of damage, but you all take. It's been applied. So you take some hits. And it is Carlisle's turn.
Unducking from behind Balgor, Carlisle points two of his fingers together at the ice map pit and casts Firebolt at it. It?
In a explosion of ice shards, it dies, and no, who failed? Somebody failed.
Looks like I'm the only person who got hit by it.
It says. Yeah, I don't think that worked. Let me try that again.
It said Kriv failed, Carlisle succeeded, and Balgor succeeded.
Oh, it did say Kriv failed. I don't see his. For some reason, I don't see his trait in the list there.
Neither do I.
But it explodes.
Oh wait, that's because it's using Shield Beater, not the new one I made.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I need to add you to the player list then. That's what's going on. And remove him. But good catch there. So.
Want to do a reroll on that?
I
See
am
if it
gonna
works
do.
this time?
I am gonna do a reroll on that. There we go. I think you all. No, Kriv failed that time. So the other two succeeded and Kriv. I don't. Anyway, but in any case, he explodes and rolls really crappy for the death explosion. So you all took a whole 1 damage, and 2 of you only took half of that, so it doesn't even count. And it dies.
So, ooh, wait. For the first one, since you were using Shield Biter when it landed and did that horn attack or whatever, that affected Shield Biter.
Yeah, where was the damage at?
6. It was up. It hit me for 6.
You're at 7 wounds. Upon its death, another icicle turns into an ice mephit, and he flits up to the ledge above you. But it is Balgor's turn.
I'm assuming those lines are stairs, correct?
Yes, they are.
Okay.
You can tell, though, before you move, you can tell that this wall here is not as high as the arc. Going up those stairs would not necessarily get you. You don't know.
Okay.
You can't know what's up there. There might be some more stairs right around the corner, but that
Okay.
won't get you up there.
How tall is the wall?
It's about he's about 15 foot up on that ledge.
Okay. Huh. I switched to one of my javelins and toss it at the Mephit or ice creature.
You hit him.
Damage on him.
Is wounded. Upon receiving damage, he shrieks, and you hear this kind of like, again, a strange like language. And roll a what would it be for language? Those maybe maybe.
Insight?
No, that's
yes, okay. Yeah, your wisdom insight decides whether you can determine the true intentions of a creature, such as when searching out a lie or predicting someone's move. Doing so involves gleaning clues from body language, speech habits, and change in mannerisms.
so we'll go with insight. Roll an insight check. Everybody can roll. Yep. I guess it would actually be the people who have Elvish as a language.
Oh, okay then. So,
Sorry.
Yeah, ignore my roll.
I should have said that first, but Carlisle,
It's shouting!
It's hard, yeah, it's hard for you. Ulger's like, he's making noises!
He's making move speech.
Carlisle, you can't make out what he's saying. I think it's just the rustling of the wind and the clattering of armor around you. It's hard to tell, but Kriv does manage to pick up on some cues. What he's saying, it's not Elvish, but it has some similarities to the language, and it you make out broken words, or what you think are words, and you hear Othis, you of what it jabbers away. It jabbers away much more than this, but you make out something along the lines of Othis angry. and it's screeching, and you also make out it sounds like it might be calling for help.
Yells out, what again? Othis what?
It's Othis and Ang are the two words you got out of it. This does not sound like any word, but it does sound like a name.
Like, guys, I think we just made it or something else angry. I heard it call a name and say angry.
Carlisle,
Wonder what you pissed off this time, Balgor.
It better have a nice skull.
Carlisle looks over at Crave. What's the name?
I tell Caller, Othis.
Guess history.
You could roll history, yep.
I'll roll history as well.
I can't remember it.
And I know jack shit.
Othis, Carlisle, from the childhood stories that you heard, it's not necessarily a name from the childhood stories that you heard, but it does sound like a giant name. Sounds like a name that the giant, a frost giant would have.
Carlisle,
And
Would Arcana be able to tell us a little bit more about what we're facing exactly?
Probably
If it might not be from this plane?
Well, these things are from this plane.
Okay.
These things are kind of out of the reaches of nightmare.
yeah.
They're like little demonic impish things, but rather than being fire demons, they're more frost. And while you guys are scratching your heads and trying to figure out, he pops up into the air, and in a puff of fog, the whole entire area is shrouded in a misty, icy fog. I gotta find out how big area is. Just a second.
It looks like you already cast it.
Oh, I laid it down, but I didn't necessarily get the range right.
Oh, okay.
I didn't cast it. I just drew a circle.
Okay.
At 20 feet. So as he's flitting up, he shrouds kind of all this area, and you can no longer see him. You can hear some cackling and jabbering. Can no longer see him.
Am I hidden from the rest of the party now because I'm in the fog?
They can make you out. The edges are a little bit less, but as you would go in, visibility is less than 10 feet as you get in.
Well, shall we venture on and see what we can see or whack with our weapons?
You're technically still in initiative, so it would be Creeve's turn now. But you could hold your action. You're in initiative, but you're not in combat at the moment. Like you can't see to fight, and nothing can really see to fight you. So at least not at this very moment. So, or at least that's what you assume.
Mm-hmm.
I move up next to Carlisle, just staying just out of the fog in case something comes through it and I have time to react. and that's all I do.
All right. Then it would be back Carlisle.
Okay. Well, spyglass was useless. Carlisle pretty much goes by and goes up to here. And puts on his shield and draws his short sword. Or the lesser dance.
And it is Bogor's turn.
Remember that I believe I can remember there was a ledge to the other side, so I'm just
You
gonna
can
walk.
see feet into the fog, so you can still
Okay.
you can still see the stairs.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna walk my way out of the fog. And start heading towards the other stairs.
All right, and Reeve, you're up.
I move up behind Balgor as I draw my shield and axe. Well, put on my shield and draw the axe.
I draw my shields, both of them.
Your shields!
Nothing's getting through this armor.
If I had higher AC, I would probably try to do that. Honestly.
You are a shield wall. That is all you can do.
Just have 2 tower shields.
You're a mobile barrier.
Stand in the
And
middle of
that
the
is
Front of the
doorway.
fight and just
Hey, you can still
Kneel
cast
in.
spells, so I mean,
And you can still do your your breath attack. Pull
As long as
back
the
your
spells
shield.
don't require, as long as the spells don't require hands to cast.
Mm-hmm.
see that's why I carry 2 Pavis shields.
Carlisle, you are up.
Alright. Noticing Balgor and Kriv moving towards the other stairway.
Roll a perception check, you move.
Roll perception. Okay.
Just Carlisle or all of us?
Just Carlisle for now. One of the icy overhangs on the ledge ahead, you're not sure, but it looks similar to what they were looking like before they turned into ice mephits.
Carlisle moves closer to the ledge and takes a shot at it with a firebolt.
You obliterate that crystal shard. Unfortunately, it was just an icicle. But because you obliterated it so well, the shard next to it turns into an ice mephit, and it's up to the ledge above, which you might not be able. Yeah, you know there's a ledge there. It flits up to the edge above, and 5, 10, 15. Yeah, you guys are out of range. Ups into the air and goes puff. It takes some damage from your hit. I'll do that in a second. But there is a new puff of fog.
So
And
does
he
the
is-
rest of the group notice me obliterating the ice shard?
Oh yeah, they Warlord Krief sees you from behind, but Warlord sees an arrow fly over his shoulder and just
it wasn't-
totally.
It wasn't an arrow, it was a firebolt.
or a firebolt. He sees a firebolt fly over his shoulder and fully obliterate an icicle hanging from the ledge. And at first, he's totally mystified by the fact that it was just an icicle, and then he's happy when he notices that the icicle next to it was a mephit, and he understands that he understands what you were doing. He doesn't think you were trying to shoot a firebolt at him.
All right.
I believe Carlisle would know better than that. This close.
Well, with a net 20, I don't think I can miss.
You would hit me. And then I get a chance to hit you.
I lean close to Balgor and say, I think he singed one of your skulls by accident.
Adds character. I don't know that Balgor would be with a singed skull.
Want me to bless it better for you?
No.
It got, what's the word for it? Where you pretty much take a torch over it and basically add scorch marks onto it. I can't remember what the actual name of that method.
Mm. I know what you're trying to say, but yeah, it adds character. I'm not too pissed.
Yet. Was that
it would be Balgor's turn. That was your
Yeah.
turn. You attacked, so that would be Balgor's turn.
Well, seeing as how both pathways are covered in fog, I say we stick together and slowly make our way up the stairs. I'll take small steps and y'all move up with me.
Carlisle nods and gestures him to lead.
I say, alright, whatever. Let's go.
And then I'm going to cast... I see how I cast spells on myself.
What are you trying to do?
I cast... Oh, there it goes. I have to click it.
Target yourself and then drag and drop it on yourself. It'll do it.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
I put Shield of Faith on myself.
Then brief.
Yeah, that's the end of my turn.
Yep, Creeps up.
I move up next to Balgor. Well, no, right behind him.
Such a brave warrior.
Well, there's nowhere else for me to really stand.
I'm just kidding. I'll just stay behind Balgor.
He is the meat shield.
And,
This is my purpose.
He is rather meaty and shieldy.
And yeah. That's a lot of armor. And I guess it's my turn now. Now, dude. How about here? And basically try to keep an eye out in a safe area.
As you move up, it's still you. Since you didn't move very far, it's still your turn to roll. Let's see. Is there? I thought there was a. Huh.
Roll what?
I thought luck was a skill.
Not that I remember. Not anymore, anyway.
Yeah.
That stinks. Roll a nature check,
Who?
Kristen or Carlisle.
13.
You hear telltale signs of a wind gust coming.
Alright. I see.
He can feel it in his knees.
Do you wanna share that information with
Yeah.
me?
I tap Grieve on the shoulder inside. Hey, Grieve, there's another wind gust approaching. And I'm thinking this fog might disappear with this wind. And I
So then it would
gesture,
be
Grieve to pass that on to Balgor.
I tap Balwin on the shoulder and say, Carlisle farted, and that means there's a wind gust coming. It might blow this fog away.
it is Balgor's turn.
Grieve feels a really sharp pain in his buttocks.
I move another 10 feet up the stairs.
I flip
Creed
Carlisle
wheels
off.
around to look, and Carlisle shrugs and says, "It was an ice method." You go to the top of the
Don't
stairs.
make me fart in your direction. I light mine on fire.
You get to the top of the stairs, and you have anything you want to do?
I still got my shield of faith. I got my weapons prepped. There's not much else I can do. I can't see.
All right. What do the rest of you guys do?
Yeah, it's Chris' turn, so.
Yeah, I move up behind the
The shield
pain
of fate.
soaker. Yeah.
As Carlisle moves, indeed a gust of wind does come up, and it blasts the fog away, much to the dismay of an ice method who is not prepared for that to happen. Erase this. And he is not very far away from you, and he's not facing you even.
You want to reveal the area that he's in?
Yeah, sorry. Now this. And also you notice above 2 more. One of them looks a little worse for the wear. And it is the two above are they are looking in your general direction, so they do see you when the fog clears, but the one is caught kind of unawares by the fog blast. And it is Balgor's turn.
I think I might know what Balgor's going to do.
Charge.
Move up to the one that's unawares.
And you get advantage on this.
All right. Hit it once.
You hit him.
Then I'll hit it again. Do I get advantage on the second one?
Sure.
Okay.
Gosh, +8. You rolled a 20 even when you rolled a 12.
I do damage.
You tore one of its wings. It's not able to fly
User
away.
joined your channel.
It's not
up, guys?
happy.
Not
Hey,
so much.
Hey, Mav.
Welcome to Ice Frozen Hell.
It's not happy, and it kind of tries to stagger a little bit away from you up the stairs. It doesn't give you an attack of opportunity. It takes a shift. So,
Okay.
I'm logging in.
Alright.
the one up of your right hand shoulder, Balgor, it's his turn now, and he leaps down on top of you. And he is going to take a swipe. And he misses. Get double attack.
It's gonna take a lot to hit me.
That it
Tristan,
will.
you should have called me.
I sent you a message.
You did?
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to. He called me the other night, Mav, and he said you gave him that number, and I don't know where you got that number from. That's my home telephone number, and I don't give that to anybody because I don't even use that number. I was totally confused when he called me.
Hacks, dude. Hacks. I don't see anything on my message.
Yeah.
Are you sure you IM me? You IM my cell phone? It's on an email you sent me, dude.
I don't know. Oh, you just got it off the bottom of my email. Okay. Yeah.
That's your
I don't-
signature.
Yeah, I don't put my cell phone number in there in general, but yeah, I never use that phone number, so I was just totally surprised when he called that number. You have my cell
Bamboozle.
phone number.
I did. I don't have it. I had to. When I changed phones, I didn't put it
Oh,
over.
okay.
I'll get it from you later.
Let's see. So this other one, he is not going to attack, but you do hear him do some more jabbering.
Wait, wasn't the one that jumped down on Warlord?
No,
was he going to do a second strike?
No, he didn't get. I was looking to see if he had multi. He does not.
Oh, okay.
The other one kind of flits around up in the air, does some more jabbering. You roll. What did I have you roll before?
Perception, I think? Or, no, no.
No, it was insight. Roll insights again.
13.
Nothing.
You hear Othis again out of the jabbering. You hear what sounds like possibly a modifier for big, and you hear angry again. So you don't even know exactly what he means, but you hear this big and angry.
Hmm.
And he remains on his perch. He doesn't come down. So it is Creeve's turn.
Who's controlling me?
No one.
No one.
I'm not there?
Nope.
Oh!
You could possibly be here. You're not for now.
I move up. I move up to
Can you
here,
share the map?
and I attack.
It's big.
This
You'll have to
ice
resize it.
It's icebound, Durance grid.
I shared it, so it should open up.
Oh,
What are you doing, Kriv? Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. Go ahead.
I'm attacking the wounded one.
All right.
this Trellheim?
No, it's
No.
Icebound Terrace.
Oh.
And it should have shared it.
Wow.
I got it.
Ooh.
Ouch.
Ooh.
This ice is not your friend, man.
Apparently Kriev's not your friend because you critically hit an ally with a basic attack.
Oh God.
Wait, what?
The fumble table for a 6 is, and you rolled a 6 for your fumble, it says you critically hit an ally with a basic attack. If this action is not possible, your original target gains an action point. But Balgor is within range. You could have hit him. So
Wait, this is gonna hurt.
So you're gonna roll. You'd roll damage twice. Well, not. Let's see.
Yeah,
Just roll. We'll have you roll it manually. Roll 2. So what were you attacking with? Your battle axe.
Yeah.
Roll 2d8.
Trying to remember which one that is.
It's the one. It's the 4 sides on the top and 4 sides on the bottom.
this one.
There you go.
And that was
You
me.
probably don't want to roll an actual 8.
Yeah.
But you need to roll 2 of them. If you right click on it, you can roll 2 and drag and drop it in the chat box. Alright, so 5, so you're 8. No, you're 5 for. So 5 plus 5, so 10. You do 10 damage to Balgor, and I'll let Balgor say what he feels.
This is gonna be either good or bad.
He watches my eyes just kind of glaze over with a blood-curdling rage.
As I yell out, "Get your head out of the way of my axe!"
Oh God.
Alrighty, it is.
I'm not sure you want to add your own skull to your collection.
It is Carlisle's turn.
Hearing the blood-curdling cry of Balgor and Kriv, Carlisle rushes up to see what the fuck's happened, and sees 3 imps. And
There's a bloody gash in the back of Balgor's shoulder. It doesn't look like it came from one of these imp.
seeing that, he looks at Kriv, then sees the 2 imps.
And you see dragon blood drip from Kriev's axe.
Then sees the imp on the other side of him. It's like, we'll talk about this later. And oh God.
At least it wasn't a 6. A 4 is just 4 is nothing. Oh, just an automatic
Whoa.
miss.
Wait,
So
mine wasn't a 6.
it says GM fumbleable 6. You rolled
Okay.
and his is GM fumbleable 4, and it just says automatic miss. So
What?
you don't want to roll when you roll a critical fail. You definitely don't want to roll a 6 for your fumble table.
Mhm.
So it is. Let's see, which I might have skipped one of these guys. I wasn't paying attention. I did skip one of them. I actually skipped two of them. So,
As a side action, as a thing that goes on in the background, kind of reach over and touch Valgor's like, just hang on. I'll do lay on hands in a minute.
I thought you had healing
You'll be
spells
fine.
now.
He still has.
I thought
the
you had
paladin
healing
powers
spells now.
still.
Yeah, that's
I still have paladin spells.
the wounded Mephit wheels around as it's trying to limp off, and it casts. It feels very, very cold and very, very icy for a few moments, and Balgor and Krieve dodge to the sides, and Carlisle takes it in the face.
He's like, oh, hi!
And takes, wow, a whole 1 damage. Carlisle takes 2, but the other guys take 1, so. And the other Ice Mephit, the one that is not damaged, splits out of view. Hide him. There it goes. He disappears from view. And it is Balgor's turn.
I stretch my wounded shoulder, swing back, and hit this ice mephit in the face.
Which one? The one clinging to you, or the one right on top
Yeah,
of
the
you?
one clinging to me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Since that's the closest one.
Okay, well, I'm gonna mute myself since I'm a spectator.
Alright.
We might be able to bring you in and, as soon as they're done with this little thing.
I hit it again.
Indeed you do. And with your whole 1 damage,
Hey,
it dies. I
that
guess plus 5.
man, that's
Yeah.
all that matters.
It
Mhm.
dies. And when it dies,
Yep.
here it comes. Let's see. Oh, where's it at? Darn it, just used it 2 seconds ago. One of you utterly fails if you rolls a nat 20. The other one, did you succeed? 2 successes and a failure. And take some damage as it is. It explodes in icy shards. And it is Reeve's turn.
I move up the stairs a little bit to get right next to this ice mephit, and hopefully far enough away from Balgor that his head doesn't get in the way of my axe again.
Oh, and you look like you probably hit me.
Yeah, you should be good enough to be able to duck in time.
Hopefully.
Oh wow. You still hit it, but
Just barely.
I was already for another failure. And this one again
Explodes.
explodes. Yay. Like fireworks, only deadly ice shards.
Mm-hmm. As it explodes, I raise my shield.
You all Reed failed. I would say you also did, but
I am not having luck.
Nope.
I bet you're wishing luck was a skill still.
So far, Carlisle's been the lucky one.
And as far as you can tell, combat has ended for the moment.
Kyle takes out a potion of healing and downs it.
And the icy wind blows in the distance.
The 10.
Algor takes a knee, whispers some things, and he watches the skulls on his armor just light up for a minute, and he heals.
Well, enough for that many.
I kneel as well and motherfucker. Okay, and do lay on hands as well.
Put the magnifying glass next to lay on hands.
Oh, wait, whoops. Okay. There we go, I think that's...
More wind is blowing.
Alright, you guys, for the moment it seems that you're out of bat, so what would you like to do? Go home?
Oh, I'm not done. Now I need to kill whatever the fuck they keep shouting at. I am mad. There's not even skulls dropping.
I mentioned to Color, I wonder if Pinky is wondering where the hell we went.
It'd be nice if we had a second pearl. So I'd call Pheromone to basically get Pinky here as well.
I grab my Verizon iPearl and go. Hello, where are you guys at?
You get nothing.
You
The
want to
W
move?
are
move
trying
up
to
the
reach does not
stairs?
exist in this plane or current frame of technology. Please try again later.
You are definitely out of cell phone tower range here in this icy wonderland.
I asked Balgor, you want to go to the right or go up these stairs?
Up the stairs.
As you crest the top of the stairs, you see
Oh,
A gem?
and you also roll a perception check too.
Everyone or just people up there?
Everyone. Well, whoever's up. You guys are out of combat, so do you want to? So he moves up there, and this is what he sees. So I guess I'll let you guys roleplay it.
I see nothing. Oh, wait, whoops. I thought I had rolled a 1.
oh, where's the roll for it?
It's in yours. It's in under the skills.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there it goes.
You're all distracted blue crystal that's in front of you, and nobody bothered to turn around and look behind you. So you see a blue crystal.
Ooh, shiny crystal.
How big is the crystal?
It is slightly less than 5 feet across, because it's in a 5-foot square. And it is about waist high.
There's still a big gem.
Hey, Creve. On our way back, we could probably bring that thing back home. It might be worth a lot, or have something special about it.
Aye, and if not, hey, maybe you can get someone to carve a skull into the damn thing.
is just made up for the fact that you almost killed me.
Dude,
If
just
I'm
wear,
playing
just
it
wear it on your
first.
neck like bling.
I'm not Flava Flav. I don't wear giant gaudy jewelry around my neck.
No,
Yo, giant magic
that'll
gaudy
be
jewelry.
the keystone of his crown.
Ooh, that would be nice to put on the top. If it was red, though. If it was red, it'd be better. Yeah, we could probably get one of those apprentices to put some enchantments on it. Put some
Don't
illusion
color
magic
shame,
on
dude.
it. Yep.
I'm gonna. You are now red.
It'll give him experience. That's part of one of the apprentices' duties every day is to go in, cast an illusion spell on the crystal, and make it red.
So no one sees anything behind them. So lovely.
What you doing? This is what you can see.
Um,
Well, we know that one flew off way, so I'm gonna keep going towards that.
All right. Roll another perception check.
everyone.
Just Balgor, because he's up. You can where he is. Because of where you were before, when you were down below, and you realize that the stairs to your right go up to that rounded outcropping, and that this is all higher than everything else you've to. So it would be high ground.
Hmm.
I actually move up to the crystal and start looking at it to see if I can determine why it's there.
You're just looking at it.
And Carlisle
Well,
moves in between them both.
I'll do an Arcana check, see if there's anything arcane about it, or anything I can. Well, should I roll a perception see if there's anything I notice about it? For
Just to be clear here, you're just looking at it, right?
What I've gotten, yeah.
is always see a crystal.
You see a crystal on a platform. It's about 5 feet. The crystal's about 5 feet wide, 4.5 or so feet wide. It's comes up to your waist. The crystal would come up to your waist if you stood on the platform with the crystal. It is on a platform that's raised up about 2.5 feet high. And before you do anything with the crystal ball, or do you want to go up on the high ground for just for shits and giggles?
Yep.
Okay. You can now see the terrace here, and in front of you. If you had looked behind you before, you might have noticed, and if you'd rolled high enough, you might have noticed that there is a familiar archway of a portal up back to that you could use to get back to the city.
Okay. I go up
And
to
now,
the portal.
and now that you know that the portal is here, you could use the portal.
Yep. I go up to the portal. I step through, wave at Pinky, and like, hey, there's killing to be had. You want to come?
Pinky's like, what the hell, you guys left without me?
You were
Puff.
having a good time at the tavern. I didn't want to disturb you.
Oops, that was the wrong. I drugged an icon in.
Okay, I'll come through. We have a tavern?
We're in
We're
the
in the
capital
capital,
city.
so
Oh,
yes,
okay.
there's a tavern.
All right, so back to the crystal. You want to roll a perception check first? There are runes around the base of this. It is Carl. You notice the ancient runes around the base, but you don't recognize what they say.
I do an arcana check to see if I might have some knowledge about why something like this would be set up the way it is.
I guess I can move up to where Tristan and those guys are by the crystal.
Yeah, they're not in combat. You're not in combat, so you can move around.
Yeah, I'll move over there with him.
You know jack shit.
I know nothing.
Something frustratingly scratches the back of your mind. You know something about this crystal, but it just will not come to the forefront of your mind.
Do I have to make a perception check, or can I just do Arcana?
Well, does Creve want to share what he's learned so far with the party?
There's something significant about this crystal, but I can't remember what the hell it is.
You want to tell them about the runes that you noticed?
There's runes on the... Where were they? On the bottom of the crystal?
Yeah, they're on the base. They're on the platform.
There's some runes around the platform, but I don't recognize them. Pinky,
Carlisle,
you
want to roll a? Carlisle, you want to roll a perception check?
Sure.
You know, Cherek's idiosyncratic language well, being from Cherek originally. You look at this language that's written around the base. It does not necessarily look like Cherekite, but you can make out the letters. You can make out the words to a certain extent. You're not quite sure what it says. It looks very old.
Should I do a history then?
Yeah.
13.
This is ancient Cherekite. It'd be like trying to read Old English.
Okay. After I looked over it and looked at the runes, I looked at Kriv and said, well, it's definitely Cherek. And it's definitely...
Creve and... Or not Creve, Balgor and Key, do you want to roll perceptions to see... or if you can...
14 good enough?
Sure. What did Creve roll before
Arcana.
for your perception, though? So, a second. No, you rolled low. That's right. You rolled Arcana. It was a 6. Pinky notices right away that this thing is familiar. Not quite sure why.
There's my Arcana.
You know that this is an interplanar crystal. They are used in storing interplanar gates.
Okay, I'll tell that to the party, and I'll make a history check. I sit there and notice anything about it.
You personally don't have any knowledge of this crystal individually, but you do know that when you have been deployed by the gods in the various wars that you fought in before, that these are used to power the interplanar gateways.
Okay. And I pass this knowledge to the rest of the party. I impart it.
And
That might explain why all those imps are here.
Creve slaps his forehead because he now recognizes it as well, even though it was clawing at the back of his mind, but he couldn't remember. Because any of you Dragonborn who fought in the interplanar wars would know what this crystal is.
I do a history check as well to see if I might know something about this particular crystal.
Let's see.
Hey, Carl.
The blue.
Oh, go ahead.
These blue crystals typically lead to led to very frosty plains. You're not quite sure which plane this one would have led to. You fought in cold campaigns before, and you know that the blue ones took you to a
They were
cold
not
place.
fun.
You've also you got the if so Kreef's fought in a cold place before. You recognize these mephits. I mean, they're creatures that you would have fought there. They're are they demonic? No,
No, they're
they're
fey.
they're sub element or small
Oh,
elementals. They're
okay.
natural
Really? They're
evil.
mentals now? Oh.
Yeah.
I thought Memphis were fey.
These in particular ones are, according to the book, are elementals.
Oh, okay.
I'd still classify them as ice demons.
I say we keep exploring this place and
Just to be
clear
clear,
out the rest of them.
nobody's touched the crystal yet, right?
Nope.
And think about it like this. We could use this, bind it to our base, and maybe we could bind any creatures that we can summon through it as guards on our way back.
Or we can haul it around in a wagon and use it as portable XP grind machine.
That too. Or we could put it in the base and train up our troops with it.
Oh yeah. Then the methods come out and get booty whooped every day.
Until something bigger comes out.
Until something bigger comes out. Come back
Well,
and our castle's level.
well, that's the thing. We have mages that can research and further learn how to control it.
Oh, true.
When you were up on the platform for the portal, you have uncovered some more of the map too. Just because you down, I uncovered more than I should have, but you can see. Yeah, you can
I take
see
it those red circles are like braziers.
the red
Bracers?
trunk.
Probably.
The basins up on the top. Yeah, those are on either side. The portal isn't actually drawn on here. I'm just using that as a portal. So,
Yeah.
the braziers are just sitting on either side of the portal.
Now, I do a perception check on the letter B that's engraved on the ground.
It is a giant letter B engraved on the ground, and for no other reason than that there's a giant letter B engraved on the ground.
And it's
Is this a cavern or are we?
So you're
open
on
skies?
Guys ice shelf. If you look south, you can see down the mountains all the way out to see the sea
Gulf
of
of Cherek.
Cherek.
And the
Is it
floor.
cold? Do we have to
It
go back
is.
and get?
It is brutally here, and you guys are starting to feel it just standing around looking at this stone.
Mm-hmm.
I say we keep moving. Standing around is just going to get us frostbite.
I say we go back and get some cold weather gear.
To catch you up, I'm assuming assuming Balgor would have shared this with you, other than just poking his head through and saying, "Hey, come on."
I think you don't understand how smart Balgor is not.
All right. Well, so Pinky, do you want to ask some questions about why the hell we're on a frozen ice shelf in the middle of nowhere?
Yes.
And does the party want to tell him?
Carlisle looks.
Yeah.
Who shows Carlisle out in the open first? Go ahead, say it.
Hmm? What'd you say, Creef?
I shove you forward, and I'll be right back because I got to.
He shoves
where's
forward
my
and elects you to tell
Same.
him that you dug through his belongings.
My fantasy grounds crashed.
Your mic's open, Red.
Carlisle pipes up and says, "Well, we got a call from Eldrick Draymond, the head wizard, and said that there's a giant infestation problem here. So, and we kind of looked at each
Decided to
other,
come take a look.
see if we could deal with it."
They were standing around in the yard of the capital city, and you'd left your belongings with the rest of the party while you went off to one of the city vendors, and your gear started to pulse, and they were drawn to it, and so they dug through and rifled through your belongings and found the pearl that Gregor Airmont gave you.
Nice.
And Gregor told them that he needed them to come on a mission. He said that the frost giants and their ilk have been seen in this area, and he needed you to investigate. And he
And
literally
nobody thought to go get me. Oh, why did I go to a vendor?
I don't remember. You were talking to one of the vendors last time. I don't know. I just figured since you weren't here, we would go on. But Gregor walked over to the city portal, and he kind of rearranged with his magic. He kind of rearranged the stones in an odd way, and all of a sudden, a portal opened and spit you guys out down at the south end of this map that we're using. So, you all get disconnected?
Yep.
Huh.
Not me.
I'm trying to reconnect.
I'm still in here.
And so far, you've only seen ice mephits, which are like little impish, icy elemental demon type thingies. Little trickster-ish things. They have wings and they can fly. But they have been saying things in an odd elvish-like language. It's hard to decipher what
A
they're actually saying.
heavy ancient elvish dialect.
Not necessarily ancient. It sounds kind of elvish, but it's not elvish, and so they've been just making out words here and there, and anybody who has elvish, and so that'd be Carlisle and Creve, I think, were the only two.
Mm-hmm.
And they have made out words Othis, which is sounds to be a name. Carlisle actually recognizes that this area resembles something from his childhood stories that his parents told him, or that he heard when he was a little boy. And so this place is almost something that was ripped right out of the pages of fantasy. Like, this is very ancient. The stonework looks impeccable, but it's very ancient. Nobody has inhabited this area for a very long time. And it seems that an avalanche has actually uncovered this area.
Okay.
And there's things around. So from the ancient stories that he remembers, or from the fairy tales that he remembers, there were ancient wizards that defended the north from the frost giants. And this stone here seems to fit in with that, because at the base is an ancient Cherekite language words written around the base of this crystal.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a portal here. That's how you got here. They uncovered a fast travel portal from here to the capital.
Okay.
And that's, if you investigate the letter G, that's what the letter G is.
Okay.
I think that covers what you guys know so far.
Mm-hmm.
The word with this, which seems to be a name, big and angry. That's the words that you've gotten from the mephits.
Mm-hmm.
And not necessarily in that order, but sometimes in that order.
Like big angry
Okay.
Othis, or big Othis angry, or Othis big and angry.
I'm guessing the name of this bad guy is Othis.
That's what Carlisle suspects, since that kind of appears to be a name of a giant.
Okay. Can you reshare the map?
Yep.
Okay. So I take it those are walls up north, and then there's the walkway.
Everything all these stairs so far have been going up, and so the stairs ahead of you are going up well. So that would be going up to the next level. When you went up, you came through the portal, you were up on high ground and you could see down to a certain extent. You really shouldn't be able to see that shelf where F is, because that would be pretty much the same level.
Okay. So I guess let's go up.
All right.
Oh, I go.
Are we all
I'm gonna
back
ask
yet?
the. I'm gonna ask the
think-
party.
Reeves AFK.
Okay.
Mhm.
I'm gonna ask the party. You guys did buy potions of healing before you guys came up here, right? I'm not the only motherfucker that walked through the portal with.
I still have 5 potions of healing. So.
Reeve also
Dalgard?
has.
I'm
Reeve
broke,
also
dude.
has 2 levels of Irk as well.
No,
so-
how many potions of healing do you have?
I'm broke. I don't have any.
I can spot you. That way you have some.
You do have 3 potions of healing in your inventory.
I do?
Yep.
Mhm.
Where'd you get those from?
Oh,
Then?
I do. I guess I've just held on to them. I've never really needed them.
Okay.
Because we've had healers.
Mhm.
Carlisle has
Well, I usually
5.
don't use them. Those are for, like, the healers out of
Dude, I got
spells.
11.
You guys are like Diablo 2. You get the biggest belt you can with the health potions on it. No matter how hard they hit you, you just keep swigging health potions.
I don't want to be. Dragonborn needs food badly.
I need healing.
I need get over here and get healed up.
You guys all have health potions in your inventory. I just look.
Mhm.
And unfortunately, it's getting a little too late for me to be up.
All right. Well, we can
call it.
call it. I didn't mean for this to take as long as it did, Leo, as I was having to construct it as we went because I wasn't ready for this yet.
That's fine, dude.
If I wouldn't have had them make the fog clouds, it would have gone faster. So
Yeah.
Sound microphone muted.
Well, everyone that is tuned in, I bid you all a good night, and join us 2 weeks from now for another episode of Adventures in Cherek. Have a good day, and a good night. Ta-ta for now.